you are suggesting that while Trump has tried to do a balancing act, he might not succeed for long. Alexander, what's your view? You are active in the GOP. You think this is a fratricide really panning out in the Republican Party even before Trump takes over? It's a difficult balancing act because, remember, as Charlie Kirk said in that podcast, the clip of which we used, that the people overwhelmingly voted for an anti-immigration position of Trump. And now you have this debate on H-1B. So obviously Trump has to do a difficult balancing act.
Good morning, good evening, Mr. Kapoor. Let me tell you this, the only real losers in the wake of this, whatever going on, all these debates going on, are the liberal Democrat talking heads who hoped that they were watching a Make America Great Again team tear itself apart. That is the first statement that I want to make. They're going to be very sad. They think that, it's going to tear apart. The Trump victory is going to be, they wanted to see very less out of it, but that is not going to happen. Definitely, because it's not a race issue. It is not an anti-immigrant issue. It is purely a policy issue. It is definitely a policy issue. Nobody said that we don't want immigrants here. Like we always talked in our previous discussions, I'm an immigrant. I came as a legal immigrant to this country. I came with a green card. Why? Because my family was here. That's why I came to this country. So the talking point, the discussion is based on the H-1B visa, not on race or anything. I was so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear Mr. Kusnik said that it's all about white supremacy. That is trash. That's garbage.
I didn't say that.
He did not say that. I have to correct that. He did not say that.
In the Republican Party. And you're going to deny that there are white supremacists in the Republican Party?
Immigration policy. This is the policy. Yeah. So please don't try to spew some lies the liberal communists do. That is not what is happening here. There is a policy
Alexander.
issue. Yes.
Alexander, it's interesting because, it's sort of getting strong sentiments polarization happening in the United States. So look at this interesting thing. Ron Smith, who posted Charlie Kirk podcast, identifies himself as a proud Democrat and a professional MAGA hunter. So obviously the Democrats are having fun. They are sort of adding a little bit of fuel to the fire. There might be some debate happening within the Trump supporter community, the MAGA community, that while we have voted so overwhelmingly for the anti-immigration stance, Trump has already appointed 4 or 5 Indian Americans. One of them, 4 Indian Americans, and then Tulsi Gabbard, who identifies herself as a Hindu. She's not Indian, she's American. But then, obviously, perhaps, let me get Dheeraj call in. Dheeraj, you think this is sort of causing some discomfiture in the larger Trump constituency and the Democrats are just having fun?
Thank you for having me on the show. I think you have raised a very important topic, which is touching every American as we speak. You see, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm an analyst and I work in the healthcare sector. I'm in Pennsylvania, so one of the, very crucial states. So I've spoken to hundreds of people and interviewed. This is absolutely true that there is a big divide, that's for sure. But having said that, do not forget, Trump ran on the rhetoric of illegal immigration. I repeat myself, illegal immigration. Trump was very clear that we need to attract talent. You see, I'm in the artificial intelligence space of healthcare, so I understand what's the growth. The compound annual growth return in AI is 34%, highest in any sector. So we are expecting AI boom to happen. It's already $280 billion. It's going to go up to 1.3 trillion based on the current growth rate. So we are anticipating up to 8 trillion. Same thing with quantum computing, which is around close to $1 trillion. It's anticipated close to around $55 billion, anticipated to go to $3 trillion by 2033. So extreme growth. Why am I bringing this up? Because it's not a favor. It's a requirement that we need talent in this country. You see, we can have the best chips, but we need a back-end office to support the algorithmic softwares, which India has the best, access to. So it's a compulsion that we need good talent, and Indian people. I come from India. I'm myself an immigrant. Okay, I'm a transplant physician. I studied in this country 9 years, and all throughout the 9 years, I was on a specific visa, which requires me to go back to my country.
Okay.
And my point to you is. It's very crucial that you make a line between legal and illegal immigration.
Okay.
I don't think Trump has ever mentioned. I want to put it right there.
Okay.
I'm not a Republican or a Democrat, but Trump has made it very clear that high talent people we need to retain. There are physicians,
that's a lot of clarity.
Guys who have to go back. Please let this be very, very clear to your audience.